Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist and Spiritual Teacher here. Well, what do you think this is? Well, it's kind of looks like something soft. It's kind of uh, almost like wood. Kind of fruity, acidity to it. Well, this is Tinder Conk mushroom, and this is ground up. It's very woody. It's a very hard mushroom. Looks like a horse's hoof, and powerful. And helps with cancer and inflammation, boosts up immunity, antibacterial, antiviral, stops bleeding, great for arthritis, and on and on and on, and no side effects, which is really a great thing. It's been used for over 5,000 years, and it includes ability to lower blood pressure, lowers blood sugar, all kinds of different things. And I'll get into that and a lot more in a minute. Even Hippocrates used this for its ability to stop bleeding, which is a big thing. I mean, wow, it's great. I like to take this and make it into a powder, and if I can nick myself shaving, just put a little dab of it there because it's antibacterial too, and does a great job of stopping bleeding, just like that. It's like amazing. And also in Chinese medicine, there's great healing at cancer in general, especially throat cancer, known as Fomes fermentris in Latin, and it grows in the eastern side of the United States on the coast. It likes to be on hardwood trees, a lot of birch trees and that type of things, and when they're down and fallen and starts growing. It grows all over the place though, but it grows in the US and Canada and Asia and Japan, Africa, Russia, Europe, and likes other trees too, willow and beech trees and birch trees and alder trees and maple trees, hickory trees, all the hardwood type of trees, even poplar and sycamore. And it can get up to 50 centimeters, but usually it's anywhere from 5, 6, 10 centimeters at the average. And it's very hard. It looks like a hoof and a beautiful kind of thing. Doesn't grow here, so I have to buy it myself. But I like to keep it around because it's very important to have. It's from the color of this fungus, if you go out with somebody, it's from gray to almost black. It can vary in color, and sometimes even red and brown also. It's the taste, like I said, kind of acid and fruity and mild and nice. It makes a great tea, tell you the truth. Really nice. And other names are hoof fungus because it looks like a hoof. Tender polypore, tender conch, tender fungus. Also, Iceman fungus, because when they found the Iceman, it was a man that they found a few years back. It was up in the Alps, and a couple trekkers that were up there found this guy that died thousands of years ago, and he had tender conch mushroom on him because it also helps start fires and helps with immunity and all these different things. It was an important thing for him to have. Also, all kinds of different names. There's a huge plethora of names around the world for it. In the International Journal of Medicinal Mushrooms, it talks about the properties of the glucagon complex that's in there, and actually enhances circulation and regulates blood sugar and lowers blood pressure. It also has the ability to help with the malignant cells in the body and get rid of them, that type of thing. So pretty amazing. Contains a lot of great compounds. I'm telling you, this is an amazing mushroom, and mushrooms are so interesting. If you need to go out with somebody that knows what they're doing, if you're going to collect mushrooms, because you only get one chance. And I think it's really important to go with somebody. Well, I had a really great friend that we used to go mushroom all together with all the time, and he knew his stuff, there's no doubt about it. He actually pointed me in the right direction, picking lots of mushrooms. and it was a great experience. Here we don't have mushrooms that are edible; they're all poisonous. So if you have an area that you live in or grew up in, and that type of thing, that you can go mushrooming in, and you know what you're doing, wow, that's really wonderful. It's also helps with all kinds of agents it has in it. Has inhibitors, glucan, PKS, polysaccharides, glucanic acid, a whole bunch of compounds. I can just go on forever on all these different compounds it has. It also has anti this, and then this agent in it, and PKS, polysaccharide, quercetin, glucans, tryptophan acids, pipitane, which is another powerful agent, which is for healing, and all the glucan complexes. And it's antiviral also, and helps to get rid of lots of different viruses in the body. It also helps with the healing of HIV, can help forward the healing of HIV, and also helps with herpes too. So that's a really great thing. Also, powerful antibacterial agent, and helps to kill E. coli and other bacterial agents. It helps to body create a biofilm that resists in the invaders, and so you have this natural biofilm that the Tinder Conk will create to help protect you. So usually bacteria create the biofilm, but this is a way of creating your own biofilm that protects against the bacteria. So that's a great thing. Antibiotic resistant, it helps with antibiotic resistant bacteria also. So it's really great. A study in the anti-infective properties of the glucagon complex showed that it really had almost 1.5 times better effect against bacteria than regular standard chemicals that are used. So that's really very interesting. Used for centuries to stop bleeding. And it's a really interesting thing. I thought it was been used in surgery. Hippocrates used it. Oral procedures. Mushrooms have been used in herbal medicine for a long, long time. I keep it around, and I grind this in my Blendtec or Vitamix and into a powder, and I keep it in a jar, and I keep it in our medicine cabinet and also in our first aid kit, because if you have a little bleeding area, if you cut your finger while chopping vegetables, it's really not good to uh, see all that bleeding, and a little bit dab of this really does a great job of keeping away infections and at the same time stopping the bleeding, which is really great, and it's been used for centuries for that, and I think it's a really great thing to do. Also helps in a great way with hemorrhoids. And if you have hemorrhoids, it helps to get rid of the inflammation and shrink the hemorrhoids at the same time too. So you can actually make up a tea of this, and I'll be talking about that a little bit more. Make up a tea and dab that on the hemorrhoids, and it really does a great job. Really nice. Also good for colds and flus and asthma and bronchitis. It really shortens the duration of these things, and also helps with asthma and bronchitis with the inflammation going on in the lungs and the lining of the lungs. So it's really great in that way. Also great for arthritis. If you have arthritis and you have a lot of inflammation, Tinder Conk mushroom can help in a great way. And it helps to get rid of that joint pain and swelling and irritation and that type of thing. So you might want to be taking some of this Tinder Conk tea, or you can make an extract also, which is really good with alcohol. I'll be getting into that more too. Helps with killing cancer cells in traditional Chinese medicine, and helps with throat cancer, stomach cancer, uterine cancer, many different types of cancers. As a lot of the mushrooms in general do a great job of that. And so I think it's really important. It helps to actually stops the proliferation of the cells in general, and stops the growth of the tumor itself. And it also cuts off the supply of blood to the tumor, so it actually starts to die, which is a great thing too. So, and it's not toxic, which is very important, and it has no side effects. So wow, really a great thing. I mean, amazing. Also helps with the indigestion and digestive qualities, and it gives you more vitality in Chinese medicine and increases digestive capabilities. Also, it helps with lumps in the abdomen in Chinese medicine and irritations of the bladder, and also increases, like I said, vitality, and like I said, also helps with edema. That's really important. A study in China showed that the compounds in this actually inhibit the growth of cells and killed cancer cells, and helped with all of this without toxic qualities of other cancer treating agents. And the Journal of Cancer Research in Japan, extracts are found to be highly effective against cancer. And with chemo and radiation therapy, Tinder Conk mushroom was found to have the ability to help with the side effects of chemo and radiation. So that's a really great thing. If you're going through chemo and radiation therapy and you have a lot of side effects, you might want to take a cup or two or maybe even more of Tinder Conk mushroom tea, which would really help in a great way. It also boosts up our immune system, which is a wonderful thing. And it's great for kicking up the T cells in our body and keeping us healthy and providing the ability to fend off disease in general. It's also anti-inflammatory, as I've already talked about, and lots of antioxidants in this mushroom, and it's the first step towards disease is inflammation. So we want to get rid of the inflammation in the body first things. That's why it's great for arthritis and joint pain and swelling and that type of thing. So if you have arthritis in your hands or your knees or maybe your neck, you might want to try some Tinder Conk mushroom tea or extract, and that will do a really great job. Like I said, full of antioxidants, which are a long list. I won't get into all of those here. Increases circulation. It does a great job with lots of diseases where you have a lack of circulation, and actually brings in nutrients into that area because if you increase the circulation, so you end up with less problems with disease. It regulates blood sugar, which is a wonderful thing, and helps to prevent diabetes and also regulate diabetes. If you have blood sugar problems going crazy up and down and up and down, this helps to regulate that so it doesn't happen, and also can keep your blood sugar at a constant, which is really good. And a lot of people have problems with that. It lowers blood pressure, so it helps lowering blood pressure because it helps with inflammation in the body, and also dilate and blood vessels, so allow more blood to flow in. It probably would help with ED also. If you have ED and you want to have more, blood flowing in your body, that would be a great job of this wonderful mushroom to help with that too. Like I said, it's been used for over 5,000 years. The Iceman had, but carrying it on him, it has other properties too, which can be very good because it helps with fatigue. And he was probably climbing up in those Alps, and it's probably, maybe he was doing it for a long time, and maybe he got very fatigued, so he kept some of this mushroom with him, and that kept him going on his trek. There's no doubt about it. It's a good liver detoxing agent, and helps with getting rid of agents that might cause infection, and it detoxes the body in general, and it fends off any invading viruses and bacteria, and keeps us in good health in general. That's why people down through the ages, in all countries have been using Tinder Conk mushroom like a great diuretic. If you need to get rid of some water weight, this is a great way. It showed in lots of different studies that it had a great ability to get rid of excess water. Helps with stress and anxiety also, and studies done in indigenous people showed that the mushroom helped with stress, anxiety, and helps to relax the mind and create calm and peace. So drinking a cup of this once a day might be a great thing if you have anxiety, and lots of people do right now. I'm telling you, I get so many people who have anxiety right now. I wanted to clear up something. Some people say, I laugh too much, but you know what? Laughter is a great outlet for stress, and I recommend you laugh out loud for no reason at all. And if I laugh too much and offend some of you, I apologize. But at the same time, it's important to laugh. I mean, people are taking things way too seriously these days, and we need to laugh out loud as much as possible. Also, this wonderful mushroom boosts up metabolism and it helps with weight loss. So if you want to lose some weight, an extra 5-10 pounds, it can help you with that because it kicks up your metabolism. Also helps with allergic reactions. If you're allergic to just about everything, this can temper your allergic reaction and help in a great way. Also, it helps with starting fires. You know, it's been used down through the centuries for helping as a tinder to start fires because it starts, easily ignites and starts a fire easily. So that's why a lot of people down through the ages also used it and carrying it in their pack like the Iceman to start fires. And it also can be used for a lot of other things too. Actually, the outside covering of the mushroom itself is really leathery, and some people have used it as a leather substitute down through the ages, and so they can actually tan it and make caps and gloves and all kinds of things, handbags even. It's pretty amazing that way. To make the tea, take 1 part of the mushroom and 5 parts of water and simmer for about 45 minutes to an hour, is just simmering it, and let it cool and drink, and take on the average 1 cup a day. And you can also freeze the tea and keep it on hand as you need it, and it keeps about a week in the fridge, so that's a great thing also. Forms, you can find it as shredded mushroom like this. You can find it as powders and tinctures and capsules, and a dose 2 to 3 cups daily if you want to, you have something clinically going on, or 1 cup a day on the average for keeping good health. The powder, 2 to 3 grams you can take daily. You can find it online at Amazon, eBay, and lots of different places, and it's really good. Really kind of inexpensive also. I found it for a ½ pound for about $20, $24, and it really does a great job. There's no side effects using this mushroom. It's just like eating mushrooms in general. Of course, anybody could have an allergic reaction to anything, so bear that in mind, but I don't recommend it for those who are pregnant, nursing, or small children in general. And so here's another medicinal mushroom that you can keep in your wonderful medicine cabinet, herbal medicine cabinet. Maybe call it the mushroom cabinet. And I think that's a great idea because mushrooms are amazing. I'll be covering more mushrooms here, and I hope you'll look up Tinder Conk Mushroom and order some, or go out and find some with somebody, and start being really healthy and prevent cancer and colds and flus and all kinds of things, and keep you really going strong. Remember to have a great day. If you want to get a hold of me, my phone number is 831-869-9119, 831-869-9119. My email is drpaulhaider@gmail.com. You can click on Show More and it's down there. And also my Skype is drpaulhaider. You can send me an invite. And if you have a short question, let me know and I'll be happy to answer it for you. And so have a wonderful day. If you care to make a donation to keep my research going, you can go to paulhaider.com, and there's a lot of information there. All my videos, all my almost 6,000 articles are there, and more, and my recipes and all kinds of different things. So I have hundreds of recipes also, and you can look up all kinds of goodies at paulhaider.com. That's www.paulhaider.com. And so feel free to go there. And like I said, if you want to get a hold of me, I'm here to help you in whatever way, shape, or form I can. Have a wonderful day, and remember, the most important thing is I love you.